Let me guess, you're tired. And not just "I didn't sleep great last night" tired. I mean the kind of tired that follows you around all day, like a heavy coat you can't take off. The kind of tired that has you reaching for caffeine, yawning through meetings, and lying in bed at night thinking, why can't I just fall asleep? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people struggle with getting quality sleep, and the truth is, it's not just annoying. It affects everything. Your mood, your memory, your immune system, your weight, even your long-term health. So in this video, we're going to walk through 9 proven tips to help you sleep better. These are research-backed, doctor-approved, and actually doable. No gimmicks, no gadgets, just practical changes that can help you fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and wake up feeling like a human again. Let's get into it. Tip 1. Stick to a consistent sleep schedule. This one might sound too basic to be effective, but it's actually one of the most powerful things you can do for better sleep. Your body runs on an internal clock called the circadian rhythm. It tells you when to feel alert, when to feel hungry, when to release certain hormones, and of course, when to sleep. The more consistent your daily routine is, the better this clock works. That means going to bed and waking up at the same time every day. Yes, even on weekends, even on vacations. I know it's tempting to sleep in on Saturday, but that extra snooze can throw your rhythm off just enough to make Sunday night a struggle. Consistency trains your brain to expect sleep at a certain time. Over time, your body starts winding down automatically. You'll find yourself getting naturally drowsy around bedtime without needing to stare at the ceiling for an hour. But what if you're in bed and you just can't fall asleep? Here's a key trick. Don't force it. If you've been lying awake for more than 20 minutes, get up. Not to scroll your phone or binge Netflix, but to do something calm. Read a physical book, listen to soft music, or stretch gently. The goal is to take the pressure off. And then go back to bed when you feel sleepy again. Why does this matter? Because if your bed becomes a place where you toss, turn, and stress, your brain starts associating it with wakefulness instead of rest. But when you consistently get in bed only when you're truly ready to sleep, you start reinforcing the right mental connection. It's not about perfection. Life happens. But if you can stay within the same hour or so of your regular bedtime and wake-up time most days, your body will thank you, and so will your mornings. Tip 2. Get some sunlight during the day. This one might surprise you, but one of the best things you can do for better sleep is to get outside during the day. Your body's internal clock, your circadian rhythm, doesn't just run on vibes, it runs on light. Exposure to natural sunlight during the day, especially in the morning, tells your brain, hey, it's daytime, time to be awake and alert. That light enters through your eyes, hits a part of your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, and helps regulate the release of hormones like melatonin, which controls when you get sleepy. Studies have shown that people who get bright light exposure during the day, especially before noon, tend to fall asleep faster at night, sleep more deeply, and wake up feeling more refreshed. Now, you don't need to move to the beach to make this work. Just aim for 15 to 30 minutes of natural light exposure early in the day. Go for a walk. Eat breakfast near a window. Sit on your balcony. Even on a cloudy day, outdoor light is significantly stronger and more effective than indoor lighting. And if you're in a location or season where natural light is hard to come by, consider using a light therapy lamp. These devices mimic sunlight and are often used to treat seasonal affective disorder, but they can also support sleep regulation when your environment isn't cooperating. And just as important as getting light in the morning is avoiding it at night, especially the blue light that comes from screens. But we'll talk more about that when we get to your sleep environment. For now, remember this. To sleep better at night, start by brightening your days. Tip 3. Watch what you eat and drink before bed. You've probably heard the phrase, "you are what you eat," but when it comes to sleep, it might be more accurate to say, "you sleep how you eat." What you put in your body in the hours before bedtime can have a big impact on how easily you fall asleep and how well you stay asleep through the night. Let's start with the obvious. Don't go to bed hungry, but don't go to bed stuffed either. An empty stomach can leave you feeling restless, while a heavy, greasy, or spicy meal can cause heartburn, indigestion, or bloating that makes lying down uncomfortable. If you need a snack before bed, go for something light and balanced, like a banana with a spoonful of peanut butter, a slice of cheese with some whole grain crackers, or a handful of almonds. The goal is to satisfy your hunger without overloading your digestive system. Next up, caffeine. We all know caffeine is a stimulant, but most people underestimate how long it sticks around. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours, which means that even a cup of coffee at 3 p.m. can still be in your system when you're trying to sleep at 10. For some people, the effects last even longer. If you're having trouble sleeping, try cutting off all caffeine, coffee, soda, green tea, energy drinks by mid-afternoon or even earlier. And yes, that includes dark chocolate too. Now here's the sneaky one. Alcohol. A lot of people think that a glass of wine or a nightcap helps them fall asleep, and that's partly true. Alcohol can make you drowsy in the short term, but it also disrupts your sleep cycle. It interferes with your REM sleep, causes more frequent wake-ups during the night, and can worsen snoring or sleep apnea symptoms. Not exactly restful. So if you do drink alcohol, try to have it with dinner, not as a bedtime beverage, and give your body several hours to metabolize it before you hit the pillow. Bottom line, if you want to sleep like a champ, treat your evening snacks and drinks with care. Light, early, and caffeine-free is the way to go. Tip 4. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Think about this. If you walk into a noisy, cluttered room with harsh lighting and a flashing TV, does your body think it's time to rest or time to stay alert? Your sleep environment sets the stage for your entire night. If your bedroom feels chaotic, overstimulating, or just plain uncomfortable, your body is going to have a hard time shifting into sleep mode. So let's fix that, starting with light. Your brain responds to light like it's a signal. Bright light means wake up. Darkness means sleep. That's why it's so important to keep your bedroom dark at night. Try blackout curtains, dimmer lamps, or even a simple eye mask if you're dealing with streetlights or early sunrises. And while we're on the topic of light, yes, we need to talk about screens. TVs, smartphones, tablets, they all emit blue light, which tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. This delays the release of melatonin and makes it harder to fall asleep. Ideally, power down your devices at least an hour before bed. If you must look at a screen, use a blue light filter or switch your phone to night mode. Now let's talk about noise. Sudden or persistent sounds, traffic, appliances, even a partner snoring can mess with your ability to fall and stay asleep. If total silence isn't an option, consider white noise machines, a fan, or a playlist of soft ambient sounds to mask distractions and soothe your brain. Then there's temperature. Most people sleep best in a room that's slightly cool, around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or 18 degrees Celsius. Too hot, and you'll wake up sweaty. Too cold, and you'll toss and turn. Find what works for you and adjust your bedding accordingly. Natural materials like cotton or linen are great for breathability. And finally, think about the feel of the space. Is your mattress supportive? Are your pillows comfortable? Do your sheets make you want to curl up and stay there? Small changes like replacing worn-out pillows, upgrading your comforter, or just decluttering your bedside table can have a big impact. Your bedroom should feel like a retreat, a calm, quiet, comfortable place your body instinctively recognizes as a safe space for rest. Not a second office, not a movie theater, not a snack bar, just a place to sleep. Tip 5. Reserve the bed for sleep and sex only. This one might sound a little strict, but hear me out. Your brain is always making connections. When you repeatedly use your bed to scroll through Instagram, answer emails, watch YouTube, or argue with someone over text, your brain starts associating that space with mental activity, not relaxation. The result? You crawl into bed, your body's tired, but your brain is wide awake because it thinks, oh, this is the spot where we get things done. That's the exact opposite of what we want. Sleep experts recommend what's called stimulus control, a fancy way of saying your brain should learn one thing. Bed equals sleep, and okay, sex too. So here's what to do. As much as possible, avoid bringing phones, laptops, or tablets into bed. Don't turn your mattress into your office or your social media hub. Even watching TV in bed, tempting as it is, can make it harder for your brain to recognize your bed as a signal for rest. And if you find yourself lying awake for more than 20 minutes, don't stay in bed tossing and turning. That just reinforces the wrong association. Get up, leave the bedroom, and do something calm. Read a physical book, listen to soothing music, stretch gently. Then go back to bed only when you feel sleepy again. It's a bit like training a pet, except the pet is your nervous system. You're creating clear boundaries. This space is for rest. Over time, this builds a powerful psychological link. Your body starts to recognize, when I get into this bed, it's time to switch off. And that simple mental shift can be a game changer for falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. Tip 6. Develop a wind-down ritual. Let's talk about how you spend the last hour of your day, because what you do before bed matters just as much as what happens during the night. Think back to when you were a kid. Maybe someone read you a bedtime story. Maybe you had a bath and then got tucked in. That routine helped signal to your body that it was time to sleep. And even as adults, we still need that signal. That's where a wind-down ritual comes in. This is a simple routine you do each night to help your body and brain shift from go into rest mode. It's like dimming the lights on your day so you can transition into sleep more easily. Your routine doesn't have to be long or complicated. Just pick a few calming activities and do them in the same order every night. You could take a warm shower, sip a cup of herbal tea, stretch gently, do some deep breathing, listen to quiet music, or read a physical book under soft light. The key is to keep it consistent. The more you repeat the same actions in the same order, the more your body will start to recognize them as a cue that sleep is coming soon. Also, this is the time to avoid anything mentally intense. No heated debates, no intense work, no true crime podcasts. Keep it light, keep it calm. One more tip, try to keep your lighting low in the evening. Bright lights can trick your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Soft, warm lighting tells your body it's time to slow down. In a world where we're always plugged in and multitasking, creating a quiet wind-down ritual is one of the most powerful things you can do to prepare for deep, restorative sleep. Tip 7. Get moving during the day, but not too late. If you want to sleep well at night, what you do during the day really matters. And one of the best things you can do is move your body. Regular physical activity helps regulate your sleep cycle, reduces stress, and increases the amount of deep sleep you get. It also improves your mood and boosts your energy, which makes it easier to stay alert during the day and feel naturally tired at night. But timing is everything. If you exercise too close to bedtime, it can actually backfire. That's because physical activity raises your heart rate, increases adrenaline, and makes your body more alert. All of that is great when you're trying to wake up or power through your day, but not so great when you're trying to fall asleep. Try to finish your workout at least 3 hours before bedtime. That gives your body time to come back down from that high energy state. Morning workouts are especially helpful. They not only get you moving early, but if you do them outside, you also get that bright light exposure we talked about earlier. That's a double win for your sleep. Even if you're not doing intense exercise, just staying active throughout the day makes a difference. Taking the stairs, walking during lunch, or doing light stretching in the afternoon can help your body feel more ready for rest when the evening comes. Movement is natural, stillness is earned, and when your body has had the chance to move and expend energy during the day, it's much more likely to relax fully when your head hits the pillow. Tip 8. Calm your mind and manage stress before bed. Sometimes the biggest obstacle to sleep isn't your body, it's your brain. You've probably had nights where you were physically exhausted, but as soon as you lay down, your mind started racing. You replay conversations from the day, you start planning tomorrow, you remember something you forgot to do. Suddenly, it's been an hour, and you're still wide awake. This is incredibly common. Stress, anxiety, and overthinking are some of the most common reasons people struggle to fall asleep. The key is to give your mind a gentle off-ramp before bed. One of the best ways to do that is with a simple brain dump. About 30 to 60 minutes before bed, grab a notebook and write down everything on your mind. Your to-do list, your worries, even random thoughts. Once it's on paper, your brain doesn't have to keep holding on to it. You're giving yourself permission to let it go for the night. Next, try a calming activity that helps your nervous system slow down. This could be deep breathing, meditation, guided imagery, or listening to soft music or nature sounds. If breathing exercises help, try this simple one. Inhale slowly for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Exhale for 4 counts. Repeat that a few times and you'll feel your body begin to relax. You don't need to master any of these techniques overnight. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is to help your body transition out of problem-solving mode and into rest. Over time, calming your mind before bed becomes a habit, and that habit becomes a signal to your body that it's safe to let go, safe to slow down, and safe to sleep. Tip 9. Know when to get help. If you've tried everything, routines, light, exercise, calming your mind, and you're still struggling to sleep, it might be time to look a little deeper. Sometimes poor sleep isn't just about habits. It can be a sign of an underlying health condition. Sleep disorders like insomnia, sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, and even certain types of acid reflux can interfere with your sleep without you fully realizing it. You might think you're just a light sleeper or someone who wakes up a lot, but those symptoms could point to something that needs medical attention. Here's the truth. You are not weak for needing help, and you are not stuck with bad sleep forever. Getting support from a doctor, sleep specialist, or therapist can make a huge difference. They can help identify what's really going on and work with you to find the right treatment or strategy. That might include cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. It might include checking your breathing during sleep. It could involve changing medications, or just getting the right diagnosis. And yes, sleep medications do have their place, but they should be used with guidance. Ideally, they're a short-term tool while you also work on long-term habits. So if you've done what you can on your own and it's not enough, don't just keep powering through. Your sleep is too important to ignore. A good night's rest is not a luxury. It's not something you earn only when life slows down. It's a basic part of your health and well-being. You deserve to get the support you need to sleep well. So let's recap. Sleep isn't just a nice to have, it's essential for your health, your energy, your focus, your mood, everything. And the good news? You can improve your sleep dramatically by making small changes. Set a routine, get some daylight, cut caffeine, create a calming environment, wind down, move your body, quiet your mind, and get support when you need it. Your best sleep might be closer than you think. If you found this helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more science-backed tips on wellness, energy, and healthy living. And tell us in the comments, Which of these tips are you going to try first? Sleep well, and we'll see you in the next video.